trials in 2000.
El peligroso BJ Flores.
He turned pro in 2003, won his first fight, quickly knocking out Dallas Lane in Vegas. Flores fought 25 times in 6 years, winning 24 and working 1 draw, and earning 3 North American cruiserweight titles. But a contractual obligation to promoters put an end to the frenetic pace, keeping Flores out of the ring for most of 2010.
I think the business part is the most difficult part, and I think that's been a big reason for me having periods of inactivity in my career. There was a 60-month period where I wasn't allowed to fight. People, "Oh, BJ doesn't want to fight anybody." Man, I'm sitting in my house, training, working hard, can't wait to fight.
Flores finally got back in the ring last November, and finally he had a shot at a world title, fighting IBO champ Danny Green in his native Australia. The fight went the full 12 rounds. The judges sided with Green with a 10-2 card after a seemingly blow-for-blow bout. Flores contends Green drank an unidentified brown liquid during the fight and forced Flores to fight at 195 pounds, 5 pounds below his normal weight. The crowd seemed pro-Green, and Team Flores knew it.
There was a time in the middle of the fight where BJ came back, he sat in the corner, and I looked him in the face, I go, "You know what, we got to decisively win this fight. These rounds are too close, and they're not going to give us a decision."
In the end, it was a loss, the first loss of Flores' career.
No, I'm not over it. No, it still makes me mad. I had to go to Australia and fight Danny Green in Australia, but a lot of things went wrong in that fight.
All of a sudden, Flores was 32, still without that world title. In July, he began a series of fights at the O'Reilly Center, defeating Nick Iannuzzi in the 5th round, all leading to Saturday's fight with Paul Jeanette. The 43-year-old from North Carolina is 11-3-1 and was the 3rd announced fighter for the bout.
For this particular fight, I would have liked to bring in somebody who's got more name recognition. I mean, Paul Jeanette, who is this guy? You know what I mean? But that's the guy that they said, he's never been knocked out. He's beaten 3 undefeated guys. His only losses were decision losses to guys who are undefeated in their hometowns. And that's the highly rated guy who we want you to fight to be able to fight Guillermo Jones next.
Jones fights for promoter Don King, whom BJ signed with soon after defeating Iannuzzi. Flores hopes this will guarantee him a shot at the world title within the next year.
I can absolutely be a world champion. I'm going to be a world champion. I just got to make sure I execute. I've got everything in front of me now. I've got the right team behind me. I've got everything in place. Now I got to go out and do my job, which I'm ready to do next Saturday night.
Flores lives in Vegas now, but returned to Springfield last month to focus on training. An 18-year-old's big dreams in the mind and body of a 32-year-old man looking to complete his professional odyssey.
When I get the chance to fight the best fighters in the world, people are going to be surprised. And, that's what I want to prove. That's what I want to prove to, prove to the world.
BJ will have a shot at a title shot next Saturday night at the O'Reilly Center. Doors open at 5:30. Now remember, this is a mixed card, MMA and boxing. Lots of local fighters, some of whom we've had on this show. It's all for a great cause. Buy tickets at jurytickets.com. Going to show more from that interview with BJ tomorrow night here on OSS.